To another live with Shelly James, and here we are on a Saturday night. Excited to share some new classes with you for April. These are really going to be some very colorful paintings. I'm really excited to show them to you. So we'll be getting into that in just a little bit. And just want to come on and say hello and welcome. So if you're out there watching either on Facebook or YouTube, give me a quick comment. Let me know you're there. And don't forget to give me thumbs up if you're enjoying these live lessons, and do that at the bottom of your video screen if you're on YouTube. Can't do that on Facebook, but you can do it on YouTube. So hello, hello. Hi, Curtis. You got on early. How are you doing? And Greg and Pat, hello on YouTube. And we got Sue on Facebook watching. So looks like everything's up and running and we're ready to go. Hi, Bobby. Hello. Hello, Della. Wonderful. So you're all coming on. Trying to see where it shows me how many I've got. Let's see. Oh, it's not showing me yet, but it will. Okay. So I hope you're all having a really good week, and we're coming to a close on this week, and I've got some great things to share with you. So hello, Alan. Hi, Paula. Thank you for joining. And Lorraine, hello from South Carolina. Hello from Florida. So I'd like to see who else is on the Facebook view. If you're out there, say hello to me. Let me know you're there. Looks like we got about 4 people. And about 9 of you, 10 of you on the YouTube. Hello, Teresa. Hi, Kim. Hope you're enjoying your Florida vacation, Kim, or maybe you're back home now. So, all right, well, let's get going. So this month, we're continuing to celebrate the start of spring. So we had the first day of spring this past week. And in this celebration, I'm going to be sharing with you my April classes, very colorful floral classes. And then I also have my March spring flower demos that we're continuing this week and next week. So I'm excited to be sharing a Columbine with you guys tonight. So if you don't know what that is, stick around. It's a kind of a wildflower, kind of a perennial. I had them in my shade garden in the north when I used to live in Michigan. I used to grow different colors of Columbines. They came in pinks and purples and whites and all kinds of pretty spring colors. So I'm going to be sharing that with you tonight. And let's first talk real quick about March. So on Paintabilities, the free classes that come up every Monday, they drop at noon on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribing there, make sure you go subscribe and ring the bell so that you get notified when those new free lessons drop. March's theme is water. And so I've been exploring different ocean scenes, water splashing up on rocks and waves curling, and underwater was what we did last time. And then this coming week, I'm going to be sharing a waterfall with you. So we're away from the beach and more into like the woods and mountains and things. And we're going to be doing a cute little waterfall design. So make sure you stop and watch that this coming Monday. And if you missed the ones from before, you can always go back and rewatch those or replay those on there's a playlist that's all set up on my YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch all of my previous Paintabilities classes. Paintabilities, as you may know, is all about painting from photographs. So sharing with you photographs and then how to recreate those in paintings is what that purpose is. So I hope you're enjoying that. And I'll be sharing some other interesting things this week in my other drops that are coming on YouTube. I've got my demos that always drop on Thursday. So previously played demos right here on these lives are getting republished so that you can watch just that live demonstration. So some of the older ones that you may have seen coming up, we're kind of finishing up the rest of those, putting those out. And then everything else now should be current in this year or this previous year, and not from 2 and 3 years ago. So let's see, what else can I tell you? So we're finishing up the March classes, the Zoom classes. We had the 2 this month was the Hummingbird. That was last week. So that's all up and ready to go. And if you want to get that, you can still sign up for it. It's still available on my website. And remember, my website URL is Michelle My Belle, BELLE belledesigns.com, and you're going to go under Learn to Paint and Classes, and that's where you're going to see these new April classes too, so you can sign up there. Or you can leave your information here with me, what classes you would like, and I can send you a Square invoice, but the preferred method is to go through the website. So looks like I've got a few questions popping up from some people. Where is it? Oh, I saw, where do you get your pictures from? So Curtis, if you go back and you watch those first few lessons on paintabilities, I share with you all the different resources of where you can get pictures from. There's lots of free resources out there, like iStock Photo and Pixabay and Pixlr and just a bunch of them. So there's all kinds of them out there that you can go out and explore. So you just want to be careful not to take something that isn't considered public domain. And I explain all of that in those first few lessons from last year. So you want to go check those out, okay? All right. My top is very colorful for spring. This is actually a Disney top. There's little daisy ducks in here. If you can spot them, you win a prize. So, but yeah, it's I thought it was a fun little spring top to put on. Okay, so then we have the second class that's coming up this March that's still finishing up for the month of March is the Lighthouse class. So if you still want to get into that, you can do that as well. And if you want to still get the both classes for the special $52, then you can get that bundle, and I'll be happy to send you the hummingbird, which is all ready to go. Okay. All right, so let's talk about April. So I've been working hard this week to get ready for April, and I've got two beautiful classes. I can't wait to share them with you. So here's the first one. The first class is going to be April 8th, and I'm just going to back up a little bit, and let's put it over here. So this is my, they're calling them colorful tulips. All right. So we've got tulips in yellows and reds and purples, and against a really pretty sky blue background. And then it's in a clear glass container. So you can learn how to create that shape and get that look of looking through glass. And then all those really pretty leaves and colorful tulips. So this is the first one, April 8th. This class is $30. So you can sign up, like I said, on my website, belledesigns.com, and under classes or under Learn to Paint and then classes. All right. And this one is bundled with the next one, which is on April 15th. So they're in the first 2 weeks of the month. And this is my bouquet of peonies. All right. So this is in a pretty blue vase, and it's round. So you're going to be learning how to create that round look. And then look at all those colors in those peonies. They're pinks and purples and really soft tones for spring. And you're going to be learning lots with both of these classes. With the tulips, you're going to be working with filbert brushes. So if you don't know what to do with that filbert brush that came in that Donna Dewberry one-stroke painting brush set, that you're going to learn what to do with those when you're creating some of these pretty streaks of color in these tulips. And then in here, we're doing lots of color blending. So multi-color loading on the brush to get all those beautiful soft pinks and purples. Okay. So this is April 15th. Both classes are $30 each, or you can get the two of them together for the always offered special of $52. All right. And you can get that right on the website. And then I'm also offering the paint kit to go with these. So there's 19 different colors between the two paintings. Lots of pretty colors that we're working with. And some of them are colors we don't normally use that often. And so that kit is 19 colors plus floating medium, so 20 bottles for $45.95 plus shipping. Okay, so if you want to pick that up, you can get the optional paint kit to go with it, just so you have everything you need to do the class with me. Okay, so, or both classes, I should say, with me. All right, so that's April. I hope you're excited about those. I thought those colors just really popped, and they were really pretty, and they had some soft tones and some vibrant tones. And I think there's going to be a really fun series of classes for April. So I hope you'll come join me. Okay, so let's see. We've got any other questions out there or saying hello? Okay, I don't see anything else. Both pictures are very pretty. Thank you. I'm glad you like those. So like I said, if you want to sign up, you can go directly to the website, and there is a link on both my Facebook group and on my YouTube page. So you don't have to necessarily know how to spell that. You just go click that link and it'll take you right to the site. If you prefer not to do it that way, if you want me to send you an invoice, I'm happy to do that. You can just private message me with your email address and then what classes you would like. And if you want the add-on paint kit, okay? So just let me know. All right, so that's what's new for April. Let's see. Oh, don't forget the short that's coming up also this week. I always put a short out every week now on Thursday, so that drops at 9 in the morning Eastern time. And this week's is the Delphinium or Larkspur, depending on what you like to call it. But just a real fun, quick little 1 minute short. And be happy if you wouldn't mind sharing those when you see them on your social media if you like them, okay? And so the shorts run on the YouTube channel and the reels run on the Facebook group. It's the same design. On the YouTube channel, if you're liking those shorts, make sure you're giving those thumbs up as well, okay? All right, so let's get to our demonstration. So tonight's demonstration is, like I said, about spring flowers and for this month, and we're doing the Columbine. Okay, so the Columbine, as I said, is just a really pretty, very unique looking flower. It's got petals that stick out and then little spikes in the back. And so I'm going to be sharing that with you, and we are going to get overhead right now and get started. There we go. All right, so this is the Columbine. Okay, and you can see it's got little spiky petals that come out, and then as it buds, the little backs are dropping out. They're little pointy backs, and then they open up into these pretty little multi-petaled flowers. So we've got some darker petals in the background and then lighter petals in the front, and then they've got these pretty little stamens that pop out. Okay, so they've got kind of a woody looking stem. So there's a little bit of Juneberry that we're adding in there with our green to get that kind of reddish toned woody looking stem. And we're going to get started with that. So I also wanted to share with you, so I'm working on a 6x8 white mixed media board. Okay, so it's a heavyweight. This is in some other language. It's not like language, but it's 250 GSM. So it doesn't tell me what that equates to. 250 grams doesn't tell me what that equates to in our non-metrics society, but I'm going to go with it's at least 180 pound. Okay, so probably about 184 is the standard for a cardstock. And this comes in lots of different colors. 6x8, and I purchased this off of the Dick Blick site, so you can get that there. It's called Paint on White Mixed Media, and it's got a smooth surface, and it comes in white, green, blue, tan, black, and they're just really nice for doing small little cards or whatever you would like to create on it. Okay, so let's look at our colors. All right, so I've laid out my colors here. And so we're working with, for the flowers, Dioxazine Purple and Juneberry. And these are very dark colors, but we're going to be blending these with some white to mute them down. So I've got Wicker White here. And then my leaf colors, I've got Citrus and Thicket, Citrus Green and Thicket. And again, we're going to be kind of muting those down. And I'm adding a little bit of Juneberry to the Thicket to give it a little tint that makes it look really pretty. And then we've got some Daffodil Yellow for the ends of the stamens. A little bit of floating medium right there. And I'm going to be working primarily with a 12 flat, but we're going to be using a 6 flat to do the pretty little white petals that come out in the middle here. So, all right, so let's get on to this. This is my 12 flat. I'm going to get that damp, and we're going to lay that on paper towel. Question was, can Can you say the site again where you bought your paper? It's called dickblick.com, D-I-C-K-B-L-I-C-K. It's a pretty prominent art supply company. So it shouldn't be too hard to find, okay? All right, so let's just set that up there, and then let's come down. Okay. So the first thing I want to do with my 12 flat is I'm going to go ahead and load my 2 colors. So I'm going to pick up my dioxazine and come next to my Juneberry. Right, and you can see those are pretty dark colors, right? But let's get those loaded on the brush first. Good amount. All right, and then I'm going to come and dip into white, and let's come out here and look how pretty that mutes those right down. Okay. All right, and then we're going to put some medium in there and work that in. All right, so, oh, I went and loaded my colors, and then what I need to do is do my stem. So let's set that brush aside, sorry, and let's grab another 12 flat. All right, so my apologies. I want to put my stems in first because those all kind of flow up from the back and then the flowers hang forward. So let's get citrus green on this brush, and we'll get a little bit of thicket. Okay, and then I'm again going to dip into some white just a little bit more than that. There we go. Then I want to get a little Juneberry on my thicket side and work that in. So it's going to kind of brown it a little bit, but a little bit of red tint to it. Okay. Now we'll get medium, and we're good to go. All right. So we're going to do some stems. I've got a stem that comes from here down. All right. And then we have another higher one up here, just on the chisel edge of the brush. Very simple. And then we're going to do a third one over here. Okay, those are the main stems. All right, and so now we want to add our leaves. I'm going to side load just a touch of white. And we're going to come right here and stand up. I'm going to come a little closer. There we go. And let's actually bring this over. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that because then you can't see my hand. Or then my hand gets in the way, I should say. I don't have nearly enough paint on my brush, so I'm going to load that better. Medium, and there we go. All right, so now here, I'm going to come push, push, and curl. And then we'll pull a stem into that leaf. And then let's come over here. Do some real pretty wiggles and stand up. And then I'm going to turn it. Let's turn it this way. That way you can see the stroke. And we're going to come out here. I want a little more white on that outside edge. There we go. And then stand up. Okay, so there's our pretty little leaf. And with this one, we're going to come from here and curve it into the center. There. Okay. Now we'll have another one over here. I want a little more white. Out and in, out and in, out and in, and stand up. That's how you get those pretty wiggles, and they're smooth with pressure on the flat of the brush. So we'll do on this side as well. Lots of pressure, in and out, and then stand. Okay, and then this one, we're going to come from here into that center. All right, now I'm going to do one more here. Need more white, side load that white. And this one is coming forward. So it has kind of a flat back because it's got that look that it's coming forward and down. See there? And so when you add the stem on that one, you're actually just going to come from right here and pull it in like that. Okay, now I'm going to come right here and we're going to add a stem for a bud here and here. Okay. Now we can come back to our colors for our flower. Oops. And of course I reversed them. So let's get those again. Dip into white and work it in. Okay. So you see how I'm working those colors together so that I don't have streaks. I don't want streaks in there. I want more white on the Juneberry one. But I'm working that, blending it really well on the brush, on the palette. All right, so first thing is, let's come up here and we'll add our unopened bud, right? So they kind of hang down, similar to a poppy, and they've got little points like that. So we'll come down here, and then we'll put one right here in the middle. Okay? So they look like almost like a little lantern hanging. Over here, we're going to have one that's starting to open. And I want more white, so actually what I'm going to do is we're going to side stroke some white, work that in. And we're going to come out here and come back a little. There we go. All right, so it's just starting to open. Now we're going to cup that with some smaller leaves when we're all done with the rest of our flowers. We'll go around and do all those little leaves and stamens and things. All right, so let's come up here and do the back petals of, or all the petals around. So it's 6 petals going around, right? So that's fairly easy to do and place. A little bit of movement in that wiggle and stand up. All right, so everything is going to come to that center point right there. And so I like to balance this out, I'll do the opposite, just like we do with our daisies. Right, so you put one in, then you go opposite that and do the other. And then they overlap, so let's get a little bit of white side loaded. so we can see that against the other one. Little bits of wiggles, just pushing out. All right, and so the opposite to that's going to be down here. Push, push, and stand to the center. Then we finish with these. Point, reverse, push, push, stand to the center. Okay, so that gives us the back petals for that. And then we come in and do these pretty white, smaller petals after. All right, so let's get more of this color. Get some medium. I'm using a lot of medium because I want these to be kind of transparent. Okay, so here we're going to do, let's get some white side loaded, and we're going to do this one right here that's sitting right in the front. And so this actually is going to, it doesn't really have a stem visible, but it's, you can just pretend there's a stem there, okay? There's lots of stems going on here, so it belongs to one of them. Push, push, and stand up. Now I got a little heavy. I need that point right there. There we go. Okay, let's get a little stronger with the dioxazine center. I want this a little bit darker. Side load some white, and we'll come here. Now that white didn't pop, so I'm going to get a little more. Remember, you can always restroke. There we go. If you don't like your stroke, you can always restroke it. All right, so I'm getting more white because I want this to really stand out. All right, so this one's going to go here. And then push, push, stand up. Okay, and then finish with this one. More white. There we go. All right, so those are all of our big petals that we need to do with that brush. Now I'm going to switch to the 6 flat, all right? 8 flat, excuse me, not a 6, 8. All right, and we're going to load this with white, wicker white. All right, and so what we're going to do with this is we're going to come right out of this middle, and we're going to pull with a little bit of a wiggle and a twist. All right, so it's not perfectly straight. Has a little movement, little twist, little wiggle. Stand. Okay, and we'll do one more like that. All right, and then we're going to pull the stamens in, and we're going to add a few more of these. Now, let's come down here, and we're just going to put one here and one there. Yeah, for now. So I'm going to stand that up in my caddy, and I'm going to get my script liner. Here it is. And we're going to get our stamen colors. So we're using inky citrus green. All right, and then I'm going to streak through just a touch of Juneberry. All right, and so these stamens are going to come from the center, and this is going to tell you what direction your flower is pointing based on how you pull those stamens. Okay, so just pretty little skinny strokes coming out of each of these. So this one's going to be looking down, and I'm streaking through wet white there, so I'm going to pick up some more of my green. There we go. Okay. And then out of this one, we can pull just from the edge, so it looks like it's coming from behind. There. Just a few poking out. All right, then we're going to come and get daffodil yellow on the tip of that brush, and we can come right in here and dot the ends. So you're just tapping the tip of that brush, and it's got a little Juneberry on there that's going to give those dots a little dimension so they're not flat. A bit of yellow. There we go. Now we can come back to that 8 flat with the white, and we're going to add, so this one is looking to the left, so you're going to just have little tiny strokes right there. And the idea is you want to see those, so if you've got transparent white on the back, you want to put heavy white over the top so you can see them over the tops of the others. Or you can side load a little more color too. So let's come here now. And we'll pull those over the top. Okay. Now with this same brush, I'm going to wipe this off, and we're going to come and get citrus, and then side stroke some thicket. Remember, with the smaller brushes, you want to load one color and then side load the other. And then I'm going to come over here and side stroke some white on the lighter green. Okay. So we're going to do little buds that aren't open yet, don't have any petals showing. And so these are going to come, you're going to push and stand up to the chisel. Okay. And then you're going to come around this side, stand up. See that pretty little stroke there? And then I'm going to get a little more white and reverse my brush, and I'm going to pull that right in the middle. Let's turn it here so you can see it better. Okay. And let's come back to our 2 greens. All right, we'll do another one right here. A little bit of white right in the middle. It kind of opens it up a little bit. Okay, now with that same loaded brush, we can come right from here and pull little caps over these flowers. Right, on that one and on this one here. and around that side. And I want this one actually to go first, sorry. I want that white on the outside though. There. And then this one comes up the middle on top. Right, and then if you need to, you can touch and pull down to kind of connect those together. Okay, so the last thing I did to really kind of help these centers pop a little more was I came back to my 12 flat. Clean 12 flat. And we're going to load it with floating medium. And then I'm going to come and side stroke some dioxazine purple. Now when you side load that, you want, for shading, you want it to go from strong on the edge to fading away about halfway through the middle. Okay. So then we're going to come right underneath these white petals. On the flat of the brush. So you need pressure for that color to kind of spread out. Okay. And see how that helps those centers just pop right out. So we can come right in here. Now you got to kind of avoid those yellow pieces because they're probably not dry yet. You want to do this when everything is dry if you can. Oopsie, and I picked up some white. And then the back part of this, you want to come right up against that white and stroke to set that center. And then you can come in between each of the petals even. And help those divide a little bit and break apart. And there you go. And take our script liner. And we'll get some inky dioxazine purple. And we'll sign it. And that is the Columbine. Isn't that fun? Pretty little spring flower. I just think they look so soft and pretty, and you can really mix up the colors and get some different choices with your colors to have them look very unique. So that is our demo for tonight. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something about the flower itself and how to create it and how pretty that will look in your next spring design. So there you go. Let's come back up now to our facing camera. There we go. And just want to say thank you to all of you for joining me tonight. I want to make sure I answer any questions you might have. I saw some people pop on. Hi, Susan Smith. Thank you for joining. Bye, Pat. Hope you come back. Linda from Northern Michigan. Burr. You guys are getting some snow tomorrow, maybe? Just holds on, doesn't it, that darn winter? Okay. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you liked it. Make sure you give me thumbs up on that YouTube side, okay? Okay, yes, you must do it. Please give it a try. I want to see you guys do this and then share your paintings. I want to see how it looks, okay? So, Greg, you switched channels. Okay. All right, and let's see. Hi, Donna Jansen. Definitely makes the white pop. Now, so Donna Jansen, you living in Colorado, you probably have Columbine growing around there. and go check those out and try and see if you can't paint a few of those too. So, oops, there we go. Let's see, Cindy Marlar, hello. Kathy Randolph, hello. All right, Sue Vandewater, you are an amazing painter. You need to give yourself some grace. I've seen you paint beautiful paintings, and when you say things look so easy, you can do this. I know you can. I've seen you do it. Okay, I think I got any questions and people joining. Hello, Donna Lee D'Amico. Hello, hello. And all right. Oh, thank you, Susan. Rachel, Emery, purple a favorite color. I know a few people that like purple. You know who you are. So, all right, great. Okay, guys. So I just want to real quick recap. And for those of you that joined late, because I know a lot of you seem like you've come on after I started doing the demo. So I just want to share with you again real quick the classes that I'm offering for April. And you can go and sign up for these on MichelleMybelleDesigns.com. The link is right there in these social media pages you're watching. Or I can post it later if you don't find it. Or you can private message me and I will send you a Square invoice. But I'd love for you to go to the website and sign up. All right, so this is the classes. These are the classes offering in April. This is the Colorful Tulips. This is April 8th from 7 to 9 p.m. always Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time or whatever it is we're living right now. All right, and so this is the Colorful Tulips, $30, April 8th. All right, these are all on 12 by 16 canvases for those of you who want to know, because you always ask me before I send out the class list so you can go get your canvases. That's the size I usually use, either 10 by 20s or 12 by 16s. All right, and then this one is the Bouquet of Peonies. This is April 15th, tax day. I just realized. You guys are going to want to get on and paint after tax day, right? All right, April 15th, 7 to 9 p.m., $30 for each of these classes, or you can get both of them for $52. All right, and then I'm offering the paint kit, which is a 20-piece paint kit. That's 19 colors plus floating medium for $45.95 plus shipping. Okay, so I know a lot of you like to do that so that you have all the colors you need for the class coming up. Okay. All right, guys, so let's do our drawing real quick, and then I will let you all get back to your weekend. And thank you for spending some of your Saturday night with me. I really appreciate it. Camille Prebish, didn't they grow in Vermont? Romelda, I'm sure they do. They like kind of northern areas. You've seen both red and white ones in wild Vermont. Yeah. So sometimes I bought them at nurseries and planted them. Other people, you know, you go out into the woods and they're there. And then down here in Florida, we have the same thing with lantana. Down here, lantana grows like weeds. Up north, I used to go to the nursery and buy it. So whatever. All right, let's do our drawing. So our winners are going to get free downloadable video lessons from MichelleMybelleDesigns.com. You're going to go to that website, look under Learn to Paint and downloadable videos. Any video lesson, $39 or less, let me know. These are for the winners. Let me know, private message me what you decide you want, and then I will send you the download instructions in an email. So I need your email to do that, okay? All right, so here we go on YouTube. 1, 2, 3, and Greg Green. Congratulations, Greg. You haven't won in a while. So it paid to be on YouTube, even though you're on both. All right, and then over on Facebook, 2, 3, and we have Donna Jensen. Congratulations, Donna. You haven't won in a while either. All right, so. Okay, so you guys know the drill. You know where to go and look, and then just message me with the video lesson that you would like. I love doing giveaways, guys, because it's my way of saying thank you for supporting me. So if you guys come on and you watch me and you try the things that I'm sharing with you and you share those, and that just means so much to me, and I really, really appreciate it. So keep on keeping on with that, and come back next Saturday. We're going to have one more for this month. I'm going to be sharing a carnation is my demonstration for next Saturday night. And make sure you're watching on YouTube this week for the new paintabilities. The waterfall lesson drops on Mondays at noon. Free lessons. Those are up to an hour long for free, guys. And then make sure you're giving me thumbs up on those if you like them. Tell YouTube you want me to keep doing stuff because it's working and everything is flowing right where we need to be. And then also we have on Thursdays, we have the demo drops at 9 a.m. And Wednesday, make sure I get this right. Do I have that right? Oh, the shorts. The shorts drop at Thursday at 9 a.m. And at Wednesday at 9 a.m. And I'm doing this. You think I know, right? So the shorts drop on Thursday, or you guys know it. Demos are on Thursday, shorts drop on Wednesday, 9 a.m. for each of those. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm a little confused, but that's still me. So thank you all for being on, and I will see you again next week. Have a blessed rest of your weekend.